Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. With that, let's get you up to Nashville and Nissan Stadium. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And let's take a look at the Texans offense.
DeAndre Hopkins was named All-Pro for the first time in 2017. And really don't have to do much but look at the statistics to know why. 4 touchdown grabs in 2016. Jumped that up to 13 in 2017. That led all NFL receivers. Also added in 96 catches and close to 1,400 yards. DeAndre Hopkins' ability to get free in the secondary is a marvel, mainly because of head fakes and body control.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson on the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
The Texans send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He's going to field this at the 4. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Second down, Mariota. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Here's Coleman. Wrap up. Still moving. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Second and goal from the 1. To throw is Mariota, and he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender couldn't react fast enough and get his hands up.
And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Deshaun Watson of the Texans offense trot back out there. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they take a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. A look now at how Tennessee's going to line up defensively. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And now they try the right side here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. They're the one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Mariota on 1st down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good headed scheme going.
And now stopped right at midfield. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Mariota now on second down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
This is Coleman. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the down there. Let's take it.
For a Titans touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Catanzaro now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes our score 17-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result in the end, the Titans touchdown. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now out comes Houston. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Now a first down throw. Watson got his man complete over the middle. It's Dawson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot for 8 here to start things out.
Throw a couple hot dogs on the grill, make barbecue, you know. Yeah, eat rib tips and shit like that. My gosh, just leave us the fuck alone. Let's get out of here. Yeah, well, fuck it, man.
From the gun, here's Watson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Yeah, but I still gotta tweak the speakers a little bit, though. I bet you be getting all chicks in that motherfucker. Oh, my God. You don't even know, bro. I just pulled some bitches around the corner. Damn, man, I get around with you. Let's go down. Let's go holler at something. Damn, man, I got my grandma in there. She got the flu, man. I gotta watch it. Man, fuck Miss Jenkins. Come on, man. We Miss Jenkins for sure, ain't shit's out getting there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's ride, nigga.
They'll run it now. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Man, them hoes fat and sloppy, bro. Shit, those are those who do credit keep it warm at them. Oh, man, I ain't worried about that. That's busting me. Shit, that's how you have to say, man. Fuck this freak. I got you.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll make it a 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Hey, I got the drunk, nigga. So what shelter y'all stay at? Y'all trying to go out? What the hell is wrong with your friend over there? What?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to say up in this booth, right? And make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Dawson.
And this offense can get their tight ends involved. They can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
I'm sorry about my friend right here. What's your number? Oh, yeah. 555. All right. Get him, man, your number. He ain't even got another little call. Hey, girl, business switch. Hit a 15 back. Watch how high I get. Hey, man, what did I just hit? A fucking human, man. Nigga, stop bullshit. I ain't hit nobody, man. Let me see. Oh,
This
man,
offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, they'll have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off of play action, it's Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Watson in the offense going to come on 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a handoff working right, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And coughed it up. And that might be Titan football. It is. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll be brought down. That's a face mask. certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Coleman now. So we got 3 on 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
You know, when I first got the van, I liked it. It was okay, but it wasn't to my liking. So now we're fixing it out.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's throw caught. Out the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll try to run for it on first and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Typically down in the first half, I might say, they at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On first and 10, Watson, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Watson on first down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
That next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, Knew where the pressure was going to come from and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flush that run. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to Tennessee after this.
Really messy. I have to take pictures. New sheets. I was thinking about the bed actually because this one's ripped and this is from the previous owner. So I'll probably make a bed tomorrow. I'm gonna deep clean all this.
We'll remind you, coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st down, Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here's Watson, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Texans cut into that lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive. Now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Now the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make it 24-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Why are there people who still clean up their own mess when there are devices available that only require you to set up the station and...
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun.
$41. I thought you had a $5 bill.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Coleman. A little juke. And now running right through it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now they try the right side here. And he was able to shed the tackle. The reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
So we reach halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll sit, we now proceed to the start of the second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They will run again with Coleman. Oh, now he bowls him over. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Kevin Coleman, 70 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Man, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Deshaun Watson and the Texans offense trot back out there. And maybe he's starting to wave the way. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
And I don't even know who to hear this. But that's cancer. Keep me out of dumb shit, stupid shit, weird shit.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 complete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone's right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
And I want to give you all revolves around the fact that I bet on a winner last night. Woo!
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Watson now to throw on third down. Buying time to his left. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it. And he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he's sized and that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, he's been working on it for a little bit.
Shane and Stephanie sold their stock to that consortium. Look at the consortium! What is he saying?
Watson now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's first and 10. Over here. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything. A flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Holding, offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Operating from the gun. Watson. Oh, look at that. A diving catch. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why it goes.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Back to the video today.
Now it's Watson. Now he's forced out left. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Here's Watson from the downhill throw. And he's got Fuller. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps how the guy can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
150-mile-an-hour winds. Now that we're inside, you can see that there's tons of space in here. The dimensions we're working with are 28 feet wide, 31 foot long, and 12-foot sidewalls. That gives you approximately 15, 16 foot in the peak. With all this space, it's going to be perfect for 2 vehicles.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
You still have access to 280 square foot of storage.
Watson operating from the gun. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver. Successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
By 36-inch windows to let in some natural light.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
So that just about covers it on the 28 by 31 by 12 2-car garage.
From the gun, Watson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As you see it, is 14-5 plus tax.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and find an open receiver. Condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They begin the drive with Coleman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are off to the fourth quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And now running right through it. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So first and 10 now from the 30. A first down throw for Mariota. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
12 more yards there and another first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Mariota. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. In for the score. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Point after now from Catanzaro. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And they open the lead up now to 25. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their own 22. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Down. Green, da-da. Green, da-da.
Now Watson operating from the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Down. Blue 80. Blue 80.
Operating from the gun. Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. To the air yet again. Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Extra point forthcoming. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a handoff working right.
Personal foul, face mask, Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now a handoff looking right. Evades him at the 20. Still and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Kevin Coleman, 29 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And let's shift our attention to Will Fuller. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit, because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
This has 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Watson now throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. He's got a man, complete. And they've got him well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Watson now. And the gun will throw. The carry is complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Texans on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Faking the give. Now Watson. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. They may be going backward here.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Watson looks to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurrying, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a handoff looking right. And now running right through it. A second, accelerating, and off he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet add to their totals.
On your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead will swell by one more. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And the Texans set to come on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a first down throw. Watson got his man complete over the middle. That's Dawson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break up after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Man, did you physically abuse this Rudy Pooty nigga right here? No, I've never laid a hand on him ever in my life. All right, the bitch said no, she lying like a motherfucker, man, but we gotta go catch my show, man. Come on, what you wanna do? I say let's just let him off on a warning. All right, I'm good with that. No. Hey, give me a warning. Bye. You gotta take her to jail. She's gonna kill me. All right, now, shut the fuck up with that whiny bitch voice, man. We're trying to get the fuck out of here, all right? Come on, this nigga's on. Sweet, innocent young lady. Ain't never been nothing wrong.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Nigga, did you hear me when I say Empire coming on? Listen, I can't let the phone wait this now. Motion Z.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
She made us move out here because she real jealous. She said she don't want me talking to no women, so she moved me way in the country. Put some back to the boy. I'm saying for you, you let it go.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Listen, man, my show got to come on, so we got to separate.
exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. This is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 10. A great return there, 22 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They're all through now, by the way, in the Meadowlands. And that is pretty well wrapped up as the Giants have grown their lead even further. Zay Jones, 2 touchdown catches.
There you go. So, I'm going to talk to you for a second.
What I do?
You don't do nothing?
The 4th down run, 6
You
yards.
ain't.
And they look to pay it off on 1st down.
But what you did, though, is that you should have went to the program instead of staying home. You got to talk to your girl, man. And tell her that she shouldn't have said something like that. I don't think she did. I think they lied on her. You know, because it's getting, it's up in the air right now. Okay? If she didn't say that, I could have took her. The next thing, that girl that's talking about she wanted to spend the night, she knows Sheena.
She don't go to the program.
Yeah, but she knows Sheena. And Sheena will pick up the phone and call somebody at the program. Yo, so-and-so spent the night at Robert's house. So you don't want to get that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And they'll hear that shit at the damn program. Even though she don't go there no more, but that don't mean she's not in contact with her.